I've just modified this microwave oven transformer into a dangerous little device. 800 amps of electrical current is about to be really bad news for anything made of metal. Today I'm in the mood to melt some metal. This microwave oven transformer used to be a dangerously high voltage device, but I modified it so the voltage is extremely low, and it's the amps now that are insanely high. High enough that when the electrodes touch this screw, it melts into a little ball of steel. This time I've hooked it up to a machine screw for melting, and when it heats up, it changes color and the outer layer bursts into flames. If I hold the electrodes in constant contact, you can see molten metal flowing down the screw, and within seconds, it's completely gone. I just love the way these light up and flash, throwing off sparks as they melt. This bolt is longer, so it's taking more time to melt. You can see an array of color changes as the metal heats up to the point where it begins to glow a burning bright orange. Back on my workbench, you can see the input voltage to the primary coil is about 120 volts AC, which is typical mains power in my area. And with this modified secondary, you can see I've stepped the potential down to only 3 volts. The voltage is so low that I can actually touch the live wires with bare hands and not feel anything, even though the power being generated is enough to completely incinerate this wood screw on contact. This much power has the potential to kill you, so don't ever try this yourself. Now here's a 5/16 inch bolt I'm trying to melt, and it's building up so much heat that my 4-gauge electrode wires are smoking. As it's cooling, I'll try a little amateur blacksmithing while I have the chance, because this got so hot I just melted my melter. 4-gauge wires just aren't enough to handle the extreme current pumping through these wires. That's okay though, because the primary coil is still good, so I'll just rip off the secondary so I can use the rest of this in another project, like making a makeshift stick welder. Look for that in a future video. In the meantime, I still have this other mod that was salvaged from a microwave in a previous project, and after making the proper modifications, I've got a new metal melter sporting this thicker 2-gauge wire. To fire it up,